go to Western Canada, people there always seem to ask us, where does this kind of furniture come from? And they come from estates like this. Let's take a look inside. In addition to shipping antique furniture containers to Western Canada every 2 weeks, we do other things. For instance, we conduct estate tag sales, like in a place like this. This dresser right here is from about 1920s. It's veneered walnut, quite nice. The cedar chest right there is probably bought about the same time, maybe about 1927, 1928. And the matching high chest over there, they probably got rid of the bed some time ago. I don't think there's any double beds in this house that was here, but that are here now. And this table, which is very nice, from 1880s, it's a butterfly table with ball and claw feet on it. So, let's move on here. This is the guest bedroom. We have a mahogany high chest here, circa 1948, 1949. Have a rock maple high chest here, circa 1952, 53. And the final piece in this room is a walnut depression bed, better quality than normal, made about 1926, 1929. Let's move on. Here's the parlor. We have a mahogany lamp table, circa 1942. We have a nice, very nice table lamp, circa 1935. Over here we have a mahogany credenza desk, made sometime in the 40s. Over here we have a magazine rack, made in the early 30s. A really special lamp here, circa 1929-32. A drum table made in the mid-40s. Over here we have a draft leaf table made about 1927, 1928. Here again is another nice matching nice lamp and a mahogany table. And of course a coffee table. Here again these tables here are made in the late 20s, early 30s. Here's a formal dining room, which were in most old houses, only used on special occasions. This is a 10-piece walnut diner made at circa about 1926 to 1929. Yes, it is solid walnut. I have to believe the set was probably refinished at one time because it's just too immaculate. It could have been that it was never refinished and just polished, because I see no strip remarks or nothing on it. Beautiful set. If it was refinished, it was refinished at least 30 years ago, because we have a natural patina in on it. If it wasn't refinished, it was kept at room temperature and, like I said, constantly oiled and polished. It's a very nice set. Over there we have a pedestal, circa 1920, maybe a little bit earlier. Good old piece. And here we have a walnut lamp table made in the late 20s. Here again, these estates we do are usually mixed estates like this, a combination of old things and not so old. We see 3 estates per day, and we buy or handle, auction, tag sale, or purchase outright 3 estates this size per week. We move a lot of furniture, and we keep wondering when it's going to end. But it's been over 20 years since we've been doing it, and while the quality has been decreasing slowly and the price increasing, the supply is still there. But personally, I don't envision the antique furniture to be here 20 years from now. Not this kind of stuff, not this kind of quality. It'll be mostly maple and in the 50s and 60s type furniture. This here is good stuff, and it's always a pleasure to handle. Here we are in the basement down here, And often in the attics and the basements we find the best treasures. Here we don't have any attic, but in the basement we do have some neat things. For instance, this is probably a wedding present that they got back in the 40s and they never used it. And we don't know what's totally in here, but we have some nicer stemware, dirty as heck, but this is our wheel cut or acid etched. And this is quite nice. There's a whole set of that in here. In these other boxes, we have all sorts of miscellaneous type things, like here we have, these are 40s, early 50s newer carnival, like I say, not reproduction, but newer carnival from the 40s and 50s. They're quite marketable. Mid-40s depression type glass. We have pressed glass in here. All sorts of stuff was ever in these papers. This stuff was wrapped in 1968. It was wrapped down here and the people told me it wasn't unwrapped. Over here we have a high school diploma from 1927. Here we have the original marriage certificate that they used to frame. They're so proud of it back then. Over here a cedar chest which they never should have put in the basement. But I just looked at before, and here sometimes you get some treasures down here, like a good old antique hand-sewn quilt. So one nice thing about doing estate work is that there are always some hidden treasures here if the heirs don't come and go through it too thoroughly and take all the good things out. This is going to be, in these boxes here, there's probably going to be between $500 and $1,000 value down here, which, as we said before, we're doing an estate tag sale here, and we'll get a percentage and the estate will get the major percentage. Well, here we are in front of the house again. I hope this short phone clip has answered some of your questions on where the antique